He rolls. Blackburn. Stevens rolls. There it is. Dandy down to Stevens. Nice pass.
Play.
High-low. Timeout Badgers. 26-30. Bobcats lead by 4. We'll be right back.
Brown Brothers Construction was established in 1963. Over the years, the company has built reservoirs, parking lots, and built the segment of Utah Highway 24 that runs through Loa. Brown Brothers continues performing a variety of construction and excavation projects statewide. We have worked hard for over 50 years to build a legacy written in dirt. Go Badgers!
Welcome to the scenically diverse region encompassing Utah's Capitol Reef National Park. This vacation destination includes mountains, pinnacles, arches, plateaus, and astounding desert landscapes. The contrast in elevation and terrain makes this area a haven for those seeking solitude or outdoor adventure.
And we're back. Hey, Clint, we got a shout out. Looking good, Badgers. Good luck, Coach Hinkle, your favorite neighbor, the Dailies. Three-pointer up, rebound, Barney, and just can't quite get his balance.
He was up on that one.
Oh, buddy. Barney's having a great game. Has 9, and he has 18 total.
Stevens.
Turnaround jumper off the glass, rebound Houston.
You know, Houston went back a little bit there, Mike, and Stevens almost lost his balance as he was going up for that shot.
Houston gives to Tebbs, ball loose, picked up by Tebbs. Back to Houston. Tebbs in the corner, looks into Barney. Badgers kind of content to play straight behind Barney, and I'd almost three-quarter there, Clint. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't want him to get the ball, and you know, if I'm playing him.
Right, and you know, Mike, Wayne's one of the few teams that's big enough to be able to do that.
Maybe, yeah, that's the thing. Stay behind and try to block the shot.
Yep.
Palmer, 4-point lead by the Bobcats. Taken away by Bryan. Bryan has Stevens the other way. Lob to Stevens. Up and off the glass.
Got it. Little touch pass by Brig Blackburn.
I didn't think Blackburn was going to get it down there.
No,
I didn't think
quick.
he had an angle, but he got it there. 2-point ball game, 3:20 to go.
Wow. Barney made a heck of a play there, Mike. Quick. He's a big boy, but he's quick.
He's a good ball player.
So Stevens will pick up his third on that play. Barney's going to shoot 2 foul shots.
Makes first. And second. 4 points. Stevens coming down the lane and a blocking foul.
Foul will go against Dason Houston there. First foul for Houston.
There hadn't been a lot of fouls in the game. Blackburn, Robbins into Dandy. Stevens, 18-footer, got it. 8 points for Stevens in the second half. Pass to Barney. Barney to Anderson. Tebbs. Barney drives baseline, blocked and fouled by Dendy.
That'll be Dendy's fourth. You know, I don't like cheap shots, but I like hard fouls. Dendy wasn't going to let him finish that bucket, so, you know, and that's why right there.
Make him earn them.
Yep.
That's Dendy's fourth. So that brings Chapel back into the ball game.
Do you pull him right there, Mike? Or do you let her roll?
You know, Chapel's played really well.
He has, and he's physical.
I mean, I don't know that.
So a 3-point game here. Panguitch with the lead. Badger ball. Brigg cuts the corner, gets around, and blocked by Houston.
Yeah, great block by Houston. Slips down there as Blackburn turned the corner. Anderson double team, somehow gets it out. Oh, Tebbs wide open underneath. Palmer drives right, bounce past Barney, comes up, 15-footer. Stevens,
it was pretty close.
He can jump.
My heavens.
He almost got that halfway to the basket. Pick and roll to Stevens, pulls up. Nice
got
decision.
It. Yep.
Very easily, Stevens could have run Barney over and got the offensive foul.
And Barney was hoping that. He was kind of caught in no man's land as far as he was kind of stuck, so good decision by Stevens there. He's one of the good inside players, Mike, post players in the region, definitely.
Barney looks to go back door. Tebbs to Houston. Houston turns. Tebbs open on that give and go.
Minute 20, 1-point lead here.
Palmer picks up his dribble, taken away by Stevens. Robbins ahead of the pack. Blackburn will slow it down. Goes around, up and under, and draws a foul. 1:08 to go, and Blackburn at the line with a chance to take the lead.
Gonna go to timeout here. Foul's called on McCray Tebbs.
Just his third foul.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
In a place that is beyond words, there is nothing to be said, except take your time in Bryce Canyon country.
Leland's Chevron, home of Leland's world-famous popcorn, located at the corner of 89 and Panguitch. Leland and Michelle Pollock wish all of the Region 20 teams success in their postseason tournaments.
Hey, Clint, could you ask for anything more?
No. There's no snow outside for the ride home. That's the only thing I could ask for.
And that's not the case. My wife said it was snowing all the way over to Bear Valley.
Well, Blackburn misses the first, so man, where were these misses last night, Mike?
Yeah, it would have helped the Mustangs out.
Okay, so Brigg with a chance to tie. Gets a second. So minute 8, tie ball game here.
Well, that's one thing about the Bobcats, Clint. They are a scrappy team. They're not going to give up. They've been in close games all year long.
And they've won them.
Yep. You know, the other night over there at Bryce Valley against the Mustangs, 1-point ball game. They're down a couple seconds. Palmer steps up and drains a three.
Right. And that's the second time of the year they did the exact same scenario against Parowan at the start of the season.
You know, 30 seconds. They've taken over 30 seconds off the clock. Go for one last shot and see what happens.
We'll get it down to 20 here, or 15, and Barney will call a timeout, I would suspect.
Tipped away, loose, tip, picked up by Tebbs. And out of bounds. Full timeout for the Badgers. Wow.
Well, let's, hey, it's our sponsors bringing us these games. Let's give them a little time. We'll be right back.
As Utahns, we don't have to go far to find a bit of heaven. Historic Panguitch City, nestled in southern Utah's high plateaus, just 20 miles from Bryce Canyon National Park. Panguitch is a year-round celebration of heritage and outdoor culture. At the junction of Highway 89, Panguitch City wishes the Bobcats the best of luck. There's nothing quite like getting your prescription filled where the employees know you and you know them. We have the time to help you make informed decisions. Personalization that a mail-order pharmacy can't provide. At Panguitch Drug, we believe that friendly, fast service is most important. Thanks for supporting Panguitch Drug. With 2 great locations to serve you, in Panguitch there is no excuse to not eat fresh. Stop in and see Nate and his crew at either Subway in Panguitch. Go Bobcats!
All righty, Clint. So, what's your strategy here?
Well, I'm going for the win, but I'm not going to let Panguitch have the ball back. I'm gonna attack with 6 or so seconds left.
Worst case scenario, you go into overtime instead of the turnover. Stevens back to Robbins. To Blackburn. Screen. Down, taken away by Barney. With 2 seconds, half court, at the buzzer, Tebbs. So here we come, overtime. Woo! Bobcats end up with an opportunity.
Wow. So, going into this overtime though, Mike, both teams will be shooting 1-1 from here on out.
Yeah.
So, and the only foul trouble really to talk about for the Bobcats is McCray Tebbs has 3. Dendy for the Badgers has 4, but besides that, they're setting pretty. So I'm seeing people shuffle out of here. I'm not sure if they're weak-hearted or exactly what's going on.
If they're leaving now, they don't. This
is what it's about.
This is what it's about, folks.
This is why 1A, Region 20 in particular, basketball is.
And we may be a little biased there.
Well, I don't care. Call it bias. I may be. This is as good as it gets, man.
We love our Region 20 and our Region 20 basketball.
And let's remember, Mike, this is a number 6 seed against the number 2 seed.
Yeah, so, exactly. And last night, the number 6 beat the number 3 seed.
Absolutely. So here we go. Dendy remains on the bench for the Badgers.
Hey, guys.
Tip comes off to the Bobcats. What's that, Dave?
Hey, guys. Brandy Shearer, thanks for fixing the sound. The score clock still needs to come down a little left, but they really appreciate it, especially during a snowy night. Brandy Shearer.
You can fix that score clock pretty easy, can't you?
Thanks, Brandy. Let me know if that's okay, right there.
So the Bobcats
gonna slow it down, work it around. Barney, high post, kicks it back out to Anderson. Tebbs.
Houston, Tebbs,
Anderson. Oh, Brian.
I think he scared him.
Brian was going to try and pick that pass off.
So
Barney high. Tebbs. That'll shorten up an overtime if you can run this around a little bit, Clint. Palmer to Tebbs, back to Palmer.
But you know, Wayne don't need to push the issue here either.
No, I mean, just be careful.
Yep.
You can't be lackadaisical if they hit Barney there and he rolls.
Right, I agree with you there.
And he's quick.
Yeah, Barney's so quick.
Greg Exel giving them the slow it down sign, so not in any hurry here. They're able to run 2 minutes off. You know, that's a
Houston gets around, block, and fouled him with the body. He had all ball up high, but hit him with his hips down low.
So Stevens will pick up his 4th. Going to the line, shooting 2 here for Parker Palmer.
And that one is a big foul for the Badgers. Palmer off the mark from the free throw line on that one.
So a big box out here. If you're Wayne and he misses this, you've got to get the rebound. And they do. So two crucial misses really for the Bobcats there. Great play by Palmer getting to the basket. Just unable to capitalize on the 2 foul shots. Blackburn with the attack.
Brian. Robbins for 3. Got it!
Got it. Big shot by Brendan Robbins. Gives the
just steps up.
Badgers a 3-point lead.
Other than one free throw made in the first half, Clint, that's Robbins' first points in the ball game. Come in overtime. Bounce pass down to Barney, up and under. No, out to Palmer
for 3.
Over
just
the
off
top.
The mark. Wayne with the rebound. Blackburn guarded by Tebbs, not getting in a hurry.
Pass taken away by Houston. And
back
then
by Robbins.
Wow.
Good decision.
Robbins with a big play right there.
Just read that pass.
Bryan defended by Anderson, picks up his dribble.
40 seconds.
Blackburn to Stevens off the glass.
Badgers up 5, 2 possessions, 30 seconds.
Barney for 3, off the mark, rebound and foul, gonna go against Parker Palmer.
That's the right call.
Robbins
Rebound
all
foul.
over the position.
It was.
Let's look at this last play, guys.
Blackburn draws the 3 defenders and Stevens cuts low. Wow.
He gets up so high on that.
How many times have we said it tonight, Clint? Creating without the basketball.
That's what that is.
You know, if Blackburn just goes in and tries to force a layup.
Yep. Something.
And Robbins.
Got a little scuffle in the crowd. The tension's so thick you can cut it with a knife.
And he misses the second. 6-point game.
They're escorting fans out of here. So
3-pointer up by Houston, off the mark. Robbins with another rebound. That's going to do it for
Barney for 3.
So the Badgers will advance to play Paiute in the Region 20 Championship tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
We knew this was going to be a barn burner. Holy cow.
Absolutely.
I told you, Mike.
You know, it's amazing, Clinton. I don't think anybody's going to come out of this out of this tournament the same position they went in.
Nobody will, not after that one.
That'll shake up the state bracketing and everything.
You know, that's the tough part about this tournament. It can shake things up, and our top 6 teams before the 2 players from Diamond Ranch were hurt.
Yeah.
It's anybody's
I agree. And you know what? The way the state bracket's set up, this isn't going to change either. I mean, these Region 20 teams are going to keep battling right through the state tournament the way it's set up. The first day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Possibly.
Well, if our number 5 wins their play-in game, then they'll play the number 1 seed, so they'll play either Paiute or Wayne County the first night.
So the winner of tomorrow's Diamond Ranch Bryce Valley matchup
will if they can win their play-in game. They got to win their play-in game.
And it's kind of looking like Dugway will be the seed that they play there. So
Well,
So,
guys, let's hear from a couple of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Bringing these games to you free and live, and we'll be right back with our Subway sub or player. I'm going to recommend player of the game.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
With 2 great locations to serve you, in Panguitch there is no excuse to not eat fresh. Stop in and see Nate and his crew at either Subway in Panguitch. Go Bobcats! Royal Express Transmission, Stewart and his staff of highly trained technicians can take care of any of your automotive needs: brakes, inspections, alignment, transmission, ATV repair, and towing. Give Royal Express a call, 435-676-8300 from Stewart and RG and Ivy. Go Region 20. CC Construction is a full-service general contractor. We offer services from design to completion of your residential or commercial project. In the southeastern or south central Utah area, look to us for all your construction needs. Go Badgers! Harward and Reese, a construction and development company founded in 1985 by Newell Harward and Galen Reese, specializes in commercial and industrial construction. Contact Harward and Reese for your next project. Go Badgers! Zions Bank in Panguitch, Utah, your full-service bank for all your lending needs. Give Scott Campbell and his professional staff an opportunity to serve you. Wishing all of Region 20 success in the postseason tournaments. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fast and unforgettable running. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, from Bryce Canyon City descending to Cannonville through the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Race runs on Saturday, July 11th. Start your training today. Register at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com.
Hey, so we're back here at the Canyon View High School in Cedar City. The Wayne County Badgers and the Panguitch Bobcats. And the Subway sub of the game, or player of the game. We're going to go with the player of the game, Jake Stevens, with a great game. Had 16 points for the Badgers. You know, it was hard. We thought about Robbins. Robbins had 4 points in that overtime, but the total game, Jake Stevens, all those rebounds, the blocks, what a great player.
Yeah.
And they feed him the ball well. The big guy and his guards give him the ball.
It goes back to what we said. He moves without the ball.
Yep.
He positions himself for them guys to be able to dish that in there. So.
Absolutely. So then we'll go right to the Ruby's Inn post-game report, brought to you by Ruby's Inn. Hosting visitors to Bryce Canyon, Clinton, for 99 years. This year is their next year, since 1916. So next year is their 100th year.
Wow.
So Stevens' drive for 2 will be the first play. That comes early in the first. Then Barney underneath for 2. Barney had a great game for the Bobcats.
You know.
And that one down to Blackburn for the Uke. Yeah, I'm trying to read your description there, Dave. Blackburn to Davis on the fast break. Barney for the 2-point post up.
Post up 15-footer.
Post up 15-footer. Reverse layup for Barney. Barney finished with 22 points. And Dandy to Stevens right here. Dandy, you know, that's the thing, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, Stevens moves so well without the ball. Dandy's looking for him. Blackburn's looking for him.
Yep.
He's giving those assists to those other players. Blackburn.
He played big too. You know, a great defense.
On that one here, he follows his shot. He misses the 18-footer.
Yeah.
And then he goes the hole, picks it up, puts it back up and in. Barney again. Reese from Blackburn. So Blackburn drives down and hits Reese coming low across the baseline, up and in. And Reese coming in off the bench, those crucial points.
Yeah, he played big right there.
And Landon Chappell came in and gave the Badgers a ton of great minutes. So
yep.
Palmer for 3. How about those 5 points from Palmer? right there.
Right.
I mean, that pushed the Bobcats out to a 5-6 point lead, and the Badgers had to fight back.
Yep.
Dandy to Stevens. That was so pretty.
They put it up for him and trust him to go get it.
Yeah, you know, that's it, Dave. They send it up, and Stevens is going to go up and get it, and Blackburn takes it to the hole and is blocked by Houston from behind. Houston had a big game for the Bobcats. Not with a lot of points, but
the same thing.
Houston
He's got a huge defensive task.
He plays a huge role.
He does.
And Robbins for 3. If there's one play of the game in overtime, it's tied up 33-33, a minute 36 to go. And Robbins just steps up and drains that 3 like
no hesitation.
No
he just
hesitation.
Knocked it down.
Just hammers it. So that really changed the overtime. And then from there, Robbins made the foul shot, and Stevens iced it with the 2-point bucket.
Right.
So, hey, we'll go to an ad. We'll go to one ad from one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with the Ruby's Inn post-game scoring report.
If you are headed to the state tournaments in Richfield, book your room at the Comfort Inn of Richfield today. Rooms are filling up fast. We offer clean, comfortable rooms with all the amenities to make your home away from home. Enjoy our free hot breakfast featuring eggs, meat, yogurt, fresh fruit, cereal, and more, including your choice of hot waffle flavors. To book your room today, call 435-893-0119 or book online at comfortinn.com/Richfield.
Using a combination of coal, hydro, and in the near future, solar power, Garcane Energy supplies electricity to the most beautiful parts of the state of Utah. We began in 1938, and now 75 years later, Garcane is still providing quality service and local control.
If you want any of these tournament games on high-definition Blu-ray DVD, call Rod Syra Video Services. Also, if you have old family videos or old game film that is sitting around deteriorating, give Rod Syra a call. He can transfer your memories to high-definition Blu-ray DVD so you can keep them around for the next generation to see. Call Rod Syra at 435-616-5245.
All righty, so we're back. This scoring report brought to you by RK Syra Video Service. If you want this last game on high-definition Blu-ray, email Rod at rod@rubysin.com, and it's $15 for the game. So Brig Blackburn for the Badgers. Blackburn had 8. Number 5, Reese had 2. Brian had 4. Robbins with 5. And Landon Chappell with 2. Jake Stevens with 16. And number 33 was
Davis.
Davis had a bucket. And for the Bobcats, Houston had 3 points. Palmer had 6 points. Barney had 21, and then number 24, Anderson, had 3 points. So
he had an early 3.
He hit that 3 early. So that post-game report or scoring report brought to you by RK Syra Video Service, and we will be back here tomorrow. What time do we start tomorrow, Clint?
So Escalante and Milford will tip off at 1:00 p.m., followed by Diamond Ranch and Bryce Valley at 2:30, 1:00, and then Valley and Panguitch at 4. And the championship game at 5:30 featuring Paiute and Wayne County.
And you know, I look at those games, Clint, and the 1:00 game between Escalante and Milford, that's going to be a good matchup.
Yep.
Diamond Ranch, Bryce Valley.
I hope it's not a good matchup.
Yeah, coming from Bryce Valley, we hope it's not a good matchup. But reality is that they've played close both times they played.
Yep.
And Valley and Panguitch, that's going to be a battle.
You bet.
And Paiute and Wayne County, after what we saw the last couple of days, that's going to be a battle. So I'm telling you what, that's going to be an exciting day of basketball.
It's going to be a good day of ball for sure. So I'm ready. I'm ready right now.
For Mike Alstrom, Clint Brinkerhoff, David Tebbs, and Rod Syra, over and out.